Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. Happy to talk about some of these books. This first one is Champion, and it's currently standalone, but I would like to write more about the universe in the future. And the defining factor of this book is magic systems. So every nation in the society that it's based in has their own magic, and they're pretty elemental based. So one is like ice magic, another's got fire, one's more of like nature and healing magic. Then there's more of like a dark magic, which is lightning, and they can create portals. And then in the center city, these people use light magic. And basically, the magic is really volatile, and the more you use it, it will affect your personality negatively permanently. And it affects you different ways depending on like which magic you use. And so these dragon kings came and took pity on the human societies and came down and became conduits of the magic. And basically the magic would run through the dragons and then out into the people. And that way the dragons could kind of like manage how much magic was being used. But eventually the dragons sort of became more evil and power hungry and started dominating humanity. And so it's about these people who are rebelling against the dragons, but also dealing with the side effects of using so much magic in order to fight those wars. It was a fun book. This is my latest one that's coming out, Hell's Crew, and this is the start of a trilogy. It's based deeply on Norse mythology and set in sort of like a Nordic geography. And everybody in this society, when they're a teenager, they go to the realm of the gods where they live, and then they pick one god to bind their soul to. And the gods sort of compete about how many humans choose them. And so there's sort of some competition with the gods. And then in exchange, the gods will give the human the powers that that god has. So this main character, he rejects the dark king of the gods, and that king decides to destroy his village for rejecting him and not choosing him to bind his soul to. And so he's out for revenge, and he actually goes to the goddess of the underworld, Hel, who's an actual god in Norse mythology, and decides to bind his soul to her. And then if you somehow don't ever bind your soul to a god, you become a keeperless, and that's what the skeleton guy is. And basically you can't die, you can't move on to the next part of the like afterlife, and you're just cursed to wander forever. So he meets up with this skeleton, and he comes along with the ride to help him get revenge. Hope that makes sense.